From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 120! Check three.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Gordon on first down. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
At the Bills' 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Waiting. Okay, we got to get this stop here, D. Flare. Tight dog.
On first down, Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Go. 120.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Ertz has it left side. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Black 25. Black 54. Black 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Come on. Sunday. Now let's get there. Switch, switch, switch. Shoot, shoot. And even. Green, triple T.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Show it up. Wait. Say. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54, right there. Hey, let me go.
Throwing, Winston. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 42.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, Winston. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? Back, 25 behind. Check, walk 54. Flip. Follow. Check. Let's get it converted. Under 10. I'm on. 10.
First down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A.J. Green. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. On first down, Wentz. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Back man. 120. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go. 280. Mike 58, right there. All day, baby, all day. Switch up.
Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready. White 25. 54 Mike. Let's go one more.
And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Shit. Here we go. Even.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. Green's got it over the middle. And all the way down to the 42. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Lucky. Green, come and Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On second down, here's Mixon. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
58's the month. 58's the month. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 58 was a month.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? We're waiting. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wentz. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, black 25. Come on, Sunday. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, black 25.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Bound to lose one.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Winston. And he finds Tyler Croft. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Coming to you.
They'll go with McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 31, check. Easy. Check 9. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch your leg. Out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's it, baby.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip it. Orbit.
From the gun, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, let's go.
Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
58, boy, 58, 58. Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Able to shake him off. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that's... Over the end line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Wait. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, let's get this. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Winston. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Winston. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. 59. Quick talk.
And the blitz does come. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
I'm here all day. Follow. 51.
Winston now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Green. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Jameis again. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Winston. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matthew Ioannidis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
95, Mike, watch 95. Forward, Tokyo. 95 to Sam. No, check his Mike.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Go. 280. Watch the curl.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready. 125. Check. 59. Bandit.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Big series right here. We got
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding victory.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.